Okay, this is a quick follow-up on 45, 45, 90 triangles. Hopefully you watched the other video first. That was the harder cases where you had to solve for the hypotenuse. And this is a pretty basic case because we already know the leg. We like it when we know the leg. But things are looking a little bit different here because I don't just have a nice integer number for my leg length. I've got this lovely 2 radical 3. So this is number 9 on your worksheet if you want to follow along with that. And I'm just going to walk you through real quick how I would think through this one. Okay, so I'm going to start with my same formula that I used on the other problems. Hypotenuse is equal to the leg times radical 2. And then I'm going to plug in, and in this case I've got my leg length. Whoops. My leg length is 2 radical 3. I know my leg length now. And the hypotenuse is the one I don't know, and that one is y. So I've got y is equal to 2 radical 3 times radical 2, because that's in my formula. So same as I did before, I'm plugging in, and in the last examples, you'll notice that we had to solve for our variable because our variable was our leg. We had an x right here. Well, now I have to solve for y, and it's already solved for y. So there's not much algebra to do here, and that's why I said it's an easier case. But the tricky part is I got to know what to do with this part over here. And we haven't done a lot with radicals, but we have to multiply 2 radicals first. So real simple, basic rule is you multiply the inside the radicals and you multiply the outside the radicals. You can't multiply something inside with something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the radical 3 and the radical 2. And just remember, multiply, multiply, multiply. You're not adding anything. So radical 3 times radical 2, 3 times 2 is giving me 6. Common mistake, we see a 5 there. No 5, we're multiplying. And then I keep the 2 out front from right here. So I've got 2 times radical 6. And at this point, you're just asking yourself, the last thing you need to check is, can you actually simplify what's inside the radical? So I've got a 6 inside my radical right here. If it were something like a 20, then I would be able to break it down to 4 times 5. 4 is a perfect square. In this case, it's not, so I am okay to say, hey, 2 radical 6, I'm done. I just solved for y. Okay, and then, of course, x, remember, my legs are equal to each other, so x is 2 radical 3, and I don't have to actually do anything there. 10 would be another example where you're going to have to multiply your radical by something. So I just don't want you to be unsure of how to do it. You're just going to have to do a little bit of radical work. We'll talk about any that you're confused on, but give it a try.